All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hope you're all having a wonderful time zone out there. Let me hit these buttons here. Hello, hello. Welcome in, Day. Hello, Tilly. Hello, Ikuya. Hello, Koja. Hi. Hope you're all well. Hello, Tasmith. You're currently wrestling with OBS. I'm sorry to hear that. OBS can be a real beast sometimes. Hello, Canster. Hope you're all well this time zone. Yeah, finagling OBS, not even something that hard. It might not be. What are you trying to achieve there, if I may ask? Hello again, Ikio. I don't have anything. Maybe someday I'll rig up something to the higher redeem that actually appears on stream at all. Crop a text box to a bounding box? Yeah, that should be pretty easy. Welcome in, Keegan. I forget, actually, I feel like text is a little funky when it comes to I don't actually have a bounding box set on that on my now playing text. I just kind of let it roll. So I think technically the width of the now playing text is actually always just as wide as the text is rendering. It just scrolls along so it looks like it might have a bounding box. But if you if you set a bounding box, I'm not sure. You know, that is actually a mystery I don't have ready to solve. Unfingernailing your fingernails? That's no good, Keeg. Your fingernails should remain fingernailed, I hope. But I think I'm flattered that you carry that level of anticipation for the stream start there. Like, I basically do these streams not quite the first thing when I wake up, but close enough to it that I run it a little close to run up against the line to get it done. Undertale sucks. Bold proclamation. I don't know. I feel like that's too broad a statement for me to agree one way or the other. But yeah, I make generous use of my 2 hours, sometimes 1 hour. Yeah, that's about how much time I've got ahead of it. I make generous use of my starting soon screen time to make sure I'm adequately prepared. And, you know, gives folks time to roll in. Heaven forbid they miss this exciting just chatting start to the stream. Yeah, maybe someday I'll add some kind of fun visual flair to the high redeem. At the moment, it's just a way to say hi if you don't really want to commit to a full-on chat message. Purposely, in case you end up wanting to do like a 12-hour, I just do it because that's just how time zones work out for me and my audience. That on my work schedule, and it's the time I have available to me to stream. I got to do it now, or I basically don't have time to do it. Undertale sucks slogan for the Toby Fox and Fangamer collab Undertale brand vacuum cleaner. I'm trying to think how, like, what the theming would be on the Undertale vacuum cleaner. It's clearly people who are paid better than me to figure that kind of stuff out would be involved in working on that one. Onion San, that's a good shout, actually. Onion San vacuum cleaner would be very amusing. Anyway, today I'm going to be playing Cave Story Randomizer for my first time. I should probably try and pull up the built-in-ish tracker that I think comes with it. I'm using the Randovania randomizer, which supports an odd variety of games, from Cave Story to Metroid's Dread and Prime, and another Metroid 2 remake. The gameplay, damn, the story was obnoxious and even shitty. I think the story has its issues. And I do think that Alphys kind of gets a weird free pass on a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I find the game charming enough overall, but my general feeling is positive on it. But also I think that the storytelling does sometimes leave some things to be desired, especially in the way it handles its resolution there. More on the way for Randovania 2, that is exciting. Most toxic character you've ever experienced. That is a bold proclamation. Hi Kev, hope you're well. See you in an hour. Daisuke Amaya's Oops All Bangers. Yeah. I really need to get around to some of his other games. I have Kero Blaster on my Switch. I've just not gotten around to it yet. But I love Cave Story, of course. I've played Cave Story very, very, very many times. Yeah, it's okay because you have friends. Yeah, yeah. Fortunately, this isn't an Undertale stream. So we won't have to spend too much time on that. The Cave Story, probably one of my, I mean, I say stuff like, oh, definitely one of my top whatever games of all time. Like I would ever actually compile lists. And all of the games that I say, like, oh, that's my top whatever game of all time, it's like, these games are all generally so different from each other that it's hard to, like, meaningfully rank or compare them. I have huge respect for the people who have the mental fortitude to put together, like, a top 100 list of their favorite games of all time, and say with even an ounce of certainty that one game might come above or below any other given game. Kerablast is wonderful, light enough to 100%. Yeah, it seems like it's probably a not too heavy a load for 100% either. Just assuming based on the it doesn't seem like an overwhelming game in that way. Managed to snag the physical release, that's nice. That does sound like a cool thing to own. Surprised the extra mode is surprisingly tough. Yeah, that I hadn't considered that there's probably like an extra mode like that. Morrowind, literally the #1 game, easy list decided. Very reasonable. The game of all time. Managed to snag a physical frog, hell yeah. Always good to get your hands on those. One time, I don't see a lot of frogs in my neck of the woods, but there was a time I was staying a bit further up north, a bit closer to the tropics, at, I think, at my aunt's place. And it was, I think it was like the middle of winter, like it wasn't warm weather, maybe. And so she had a hot tub out in her yard. And of course it was like tarped over because it was not hot tub season. And one day I went out to have a peek under the tarp, just out of curiosity, to see what's going on with the tarp hot tub situation. I pull up the tarp just a little bit, and wall to wall, lining the hot tub, frogs. Every inch of hot tub was frog. And I put the tarp back down, I walked away. It was astounding. I was like, oh, y'all just camping out here, huh? Frog tub, hell yeah, welcome in, Aaron.
You're great.
You don't know what the frog story is about, but good luck on the rando. Thank you. Thank you very much for the continued support, Leah. 19 months, good grief. I've been affiliate for that long? Holy crap. Oh my goodness, Leah. You can't just do that to me while I'm sitting out here. Is it gonna drop one for each of these? Oh no. Oh, I like how it hasn't actually figured out who to attribute those to, so they're just sitting around saying Redeemer. Very ominous. But thank you so much for the gifts out to those folks. I see the frogs in the toilet cistern video the other week. I honestly don't remember if I did, but I can picture it and immediately understand the Australian energy to it. Oh, thank you so much again, Leah, for the gift subs. I hope everyone who caught one enjoys their ad-free viewing and emotes and all the things that you get from subscribing to me. I'm immensely flattered by the support constantly. Circling back to some kind of video game content. Using the Randovania randomizer, which, if I was smart, I would set up like a command or something. It supports Cave Story and a handful of other Metroid games. It even supports like multi-world, which sounds like a weird time between that and some of the Metroid games. It'd be cool if it had like an archipelago or something like that, but I understand, you know, not always super easy to drop in like that. Maybe that'll come sometime down the road. For now, I'm just playing regular. Just one game at a time is more than enough for me. Cave Story, Dread, Multi-World Rando. Fun, but a lot, yeah. I should replay Dread. I think I've said that the last few times. I really had a great time with Metroid Dread, more than I have with any Metroid game, honestly. Like, I've tried Super and the GBA games and got like a little way into them, but I just kind of bounce off them. But Dread, I stuck with the whole way through. It's very fun. If I had a decent capture setup, I would consider streaming it, but I don't think it quite emulates well enough for me to consider streaming it that way, so either way. Something about Super's movement and flow just feels right to you. I think that's very much something that you have to like be with. Like, you have to have come up on Super Metroid's movement and physics and have it ingrained into your soul over time. Because I am the complete opposite. I cannot stand the way Super Metroid's movement feels. And I understand that that's a subjective thing. I'm not out here saying that Super Metroid's movement is trash, but I really don't like playing that game. I much prefer the way Samus moves in the GBA games, and especially in Dread. Holds back a lot of people in Cave Story. Yeah, I get that a lot of people are turned off by the very idiosyncratic physics in Cave Story. I like the weird floaty jumps, honestly. And I do also feel that Cave Story, at least generally speaking, doesn't demand the kind of platforming that is hindered by the floaty jumps. Big fan of moon physics, one small step for man, giant spark for mankind. I get it, it feels spacey. I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, like anything, I think if you spend enough time with a game, speedrunning it, really getting to know the intricacies of the way it moves, you could come to admire anything. And I think that's obviously the way with Super Metroid. I know a lot of people swear by how that game moves. Booster movement is really fun. Yeah, booster movement is really fun. I'm honestly... I've played this game many times. I am fairly casual. I've finished the Sacred Grounds in full like once. Though most of those runs I lose at Balos, but it's not like I'm not setting speed times on the hell runs or anything. But yeah, the Booster 2.0 movement is really, really fun. So I think I should probably see if I can pull up the, well, I should probably pull up the video game first of all. So let me do that instead of spending my entire stream blabbing at you all. Not that there's anything wrong with blabbing at you all, but I did advertise a video game, and I'm sure some people would appreciate seeing it before too long. Let's get that going. Dokutsu. Let me hit this button over here. Let me know if I need to adjust the volume at all, because I have already turned it down slightly. Was crazy loud at first, may still be crazy loud, to be honest. Loud video game, not a lot of inbuilt volume control. Little loud, yeah, I'll see what I can do there. Cave Story just is loud like that? Yeah, it kind of is. All the better to hear the jams. How's that? That seem in a good spot. Great cheap game last night, Gato Roboto. Yeah, I've seen and heard good things about Gato Roboto. I like the visual style on it. It seems like a very solid little action adventure platformer. That's the word I like to use instead of saying Metroidvania. Okay, audio is good. I feel like the title yeah. I feel like the title music is also like the loudest song in the game. Just to really make sure you're really volume check you there at the start. Let me open up previously generated games. Okay, cool. Yeah, so the Randomania comes bundled with a copy of the original Cave Story that's been patched up for appropriately. Not really compatible with the Cave Story Plus build at the moment, which I understand. How's I'm curious because I know you're involved, Ikigo. How's the is there any plans on making it work with the tweaked fork? Because I do love that tweaked fork. It is a very nice way to play the game in a little bit more of a modern trapping. Working on it, more news next year. Cool. I'll look forward to that. Especially if this goes well. Hard at work? Yeah. Because I feel like I've heard you or seen you around mentioning working on that. So excited to hear that it's coming along. Alright. How do I turn on automatic item tracker? No source available. Add new connection. Cave story. Accept. Connecting to localhost. Okay, cool. I don't really have anywhere to put this tracker on screen. It probably seems like less of a big deal than with like a Link to the Past or something, because I feel like it's a lot easier to just pull up your inventory and have a glance at that, but yeah, we'll see how we go. As you can see, I have selected, as all good randomizers do, it comes with a variety of possible player sprites. So of course I'm playing as Curly, because why wouldn't I, given the chance? And I suppose we should just get stuck into it. Got the map system. Literally won't be able to function as a viewer if you can't see a tracker. Look, I don't have space on my stream layout to put the tracker on. I could go over to my 16:9 layout and smush it in the side and it'll look janky. We'll see how we go. I'll adjust if necessary. Anyway, you get the map system and the Nikamara counter. And we start at the vanilla start here. Posture check, thank you. I am sitting upright. I was a little shrimped. One of the few problems with Cave Story is the fact that it doesn't really give you a whole lot of window sizes, so I'm playing in the relatively tiny 640 by 480 box. And I suppose we should get going. I presume there are options to do other than the vanilla start here. Let's get this first check. Polar Star makes sense. Guess you would have to get that like in one of these first two checks. Just by nature of the way the game works, you can't really make your way out of the first cave here without it. So you would have to get that or some other weapon, I presume, in order to make your way out. What's in the usual Polar Star chest then? Checo's lipstick, okay, cool. Good to know. See, I've played this game a fair number of times in my time. I'm not exactly a speedrunner or expert in that way, but I have a pretty good awareness of where most of the checks are, at least, which is more than I can say for other games which I love, that I would probably struggle mightily to do a randomizer of. I've said a few times I would love to check out the Link's Awakening randomizer, because of course I love Link's Awakening, one of my favorite Zelda games, one of my favorite games, period. But frankly, original or remake, I would check out the original. I love both. I really enjoy the remake as well, but either way, as much as I love that game has hell of checks that I do not know a damn thing about how to get to them or where they are. I do not remember the locations of like 90% of secret seashells. I do not remember how to get to all the fiddly pieces of heart. I just have not nearly a comprehensive enough awareness specifically of checks to be able to do that randomizer. Got nothing! 21.9 is just 7.3? Yeah, I guess it is. No, wait. Yeah, I suppose it is. I didn't shuffle the music. No, I've got vanilla music. I think all the music is fine where it is 4, 3 in a square. Makes sense. I'll trust your math on that. How did I get nothing? What check is nothing from? Arms barrier, okay, nice to have early. Shovel's kind of funny, yeah. It seems like the kind of thing you would do, you know, if you were doing these on the regular, to keep things fresh and varied. Like that includes Kerablaster music, that's a fun touch. Come around from the top here to check the check the map system. Chest up here. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, is the nothing because the map system and the Nikamara counter are already out of the item pool? Silver locket, okay, that's progression. I think that triggers this. Hey! Sorry, Toriko. I'm gonna be mashing through the dialogue, obviously. This is not the ideal way to play to experience the story of this video game the first time. If you haven't experienced the story of Cave Story, you should probably go play that. It's free. Always has been. Always will, I hope. I really just let him slam tackle me, huh? Inauspicious start, to be quite honest. Oh, did I really not save since... I mean, I'm not surprised that I didn't save since then. Why would I need to save? It's only early game, haha. Happens to us all? Certainly. If you haven't played this game in the 19 years that it has been out, you can do that at any time. If you go to cavestory.org, you can track it down. It is freeware still. A lot of people, even those who are positive about the game, are oddly quiet about its storytelling. Yeah, no, look, its storytelling is phenomenal. That is part of why it is such an enduring game. I think it does a great little story well told. Yeah, it is kind of a shame that that people they felt the exact same way as before. I've got to recreate the exact experience. Yeah, no, I really like its storytelling. I don't think it's, you know, obviously it's not revolutionary in the way it tells its story. It's not a, you know, but it is a good story well told. It's right there in the name. It's Cave Story. Okay, this time we're going to not get bonked. I cried? I might have cried at some point. Look, I was...
Okay.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Look, I might have cried. I was not very old when I first played this game for the first time. Huzzah! Bye, Toriko. Sorry. I am going to fight you with this thing. This time I have more than one level on it, so I can actually get some damage out. Handful of Doritos. Wow. That was a big Dorito. Alright, where to now? I guess I don't have the Arthur key yet, so that's probably in its vanilla spot in the graveyard, now that Toriko's been kidnapped. Like bringing up the story and all other things about this game as you can, as you should. No, it is, as I said, even after 19 years, it is still a fantastic game. Not a terribly long game either, so, you know. Doesn't take too much out of you don't have to go too far out of your way to experience it. Absolutely worth the $0 and, you know, a couple hours. It is a shame that Nicalis have shadowed the legacy of the game somewhat. Which is why when I talk about it, I like to focus on the fact... yeah, they DMCA'd that GitHub repo. Absolute ass clowns. Unbelievable. So a major digression from the vanilla game here, of course, is that all of the different locations are available immediately. Though I guess as to how far in you can actually progress in all of those zones is probably dependent on various checks. Let me go grab the check down here, just under the egg corridor, since that's right next to the teleporter. Look out for this guy down here. He will one-hit kill you. Booster V 0.8. That is a nice get. As funky and weird as the booster 0.8 feels, after many, many good ending runs with the 2.0, having any kind of additional movement beats none. And it's so sputtery and weird feeling. It is so not on par with the booster 2.0. But you get to ride that momentum. I mean, I probably could carry on with Egg Corridor since obviously that's the vanilla next progression, but as a result, I kind of want to check out what else I can do instead, you know? What's the point in doing a randomizer if you're just going to follow the vanilla prog? Randovania treats booster as a progressive item, right? So the next booster item would be the 2.0. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's neat when that's done in places that make sense. In randos. I'm glad they made the change in the... I feel like in the Link to the Past rando, it was possible to... I think there was a time when the silver arrows weren't counted as a progressive item. I think like swords always were and mail always was, but... Life pot? Interesting. Not super useful to me this early. Anyway, having the booster saves me a little bit of platforming up there. Missile launcher, cool. Bit of extra firepower. I'll be honest, I don't use the missile launcher a whole lot because I do the dumb thing where, because I know about the 99 missile check in missile chest in Sacred Grounds, I'll often just not get the missile launcher on my runs, because the fact you may not think about when it comes to the missile launcher is you only start getting missile drops from enemies if you have the missile launcher. So by strategically not getting the missile launcher throughout the game, you can then guarantee that all enemy drops are going to be either XP or health. Which, I mean, isn't really something that's that important throughout most of the general vanilla game anyway. Hi, Chaco. Yeah, I kinda met Santa. I'm looking for his key, I guess. Either way, I don't actually need to go through your fireplace at the moment because I have a booster. I can simply fly over this. So that's novel. I would love to have any health upgrades at all going into Grasstown here. No Chaco skip needed. Wouldn't if I knew how. Which I don't. I'll be honest. The most tech I know about this game is from occasionally watching the tool-assisted speedrun, which is, in my opinion, one of the great tool-assisted speedruns. Is the run of this game on Taz Videos to inaugurate the Hourglass or whatever the old Windows speedrunning tool was. It's very fun. It's got very good commentary. Have I seen the Morrowind speedrun? I haven't lately. It has held up for so long, yeah. 2 minutes? Yeah, that sounds about right. I think I knew that it was something obscenely short like that. What's this chest? It's locked and a rusty key would fit it. Well, I got max missile up by... That's quite a lot, actually. That's, I think, the endgame missile upgrade chest. And half of it's a tutorial? Yeah, that figures. What is randomized here? So all of the checks, all the chests, all the items that you get are shuffled around. So anywhere you would get a regular item, checks, chests, yes, items you get. Exactly, so this chest normally is, I'm pretty sure it's a missile upgrade, and in here it's the boosted 2.0. Does Chaco's lipstick not matter? As an item in my inventory, it doesn't matter, no. But I think if I went through the steps to acquire Chaco's, yeah, the slot, I think I would get an item from her after I sleep with her, to be blunt. Oh, hell yeah, okay. I have the booster 2.0 now. Now movement begins in earnest. I don't think I want to go in here to do that fight with 3 health. I want to see if I can get a health upgrade before I mosey on out there. As the kids say, we are moving. Yeah, I'm playing as Curly, Kev, because I was given the option, and why would I pass up that? Got the teleporter room key. That's for plantation, right? I think that's for the plantation. Yeah, well, I won't be using that just yet. Well, I could do. I could have to go to plantation. It's open from now. Welcome in, Void Lily. You don't know this game well enough to be able to do this one? See, my calculus was the... Relatively speaking... Oh, shit. Not really sure how much could be randomized. There's a fairly generous amount of stuff. Like, when you get down to it... Oh, good grief. All the way back here. Gotta go get my booster again. When you get down to it, I feel like this game has a very manageable number of checks. Like, there's a lot of little, like, chests and, like, you know, places where you would get, like, life upgrades and missile upgrades. You can swap around your, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you also for throwing things at me. Yeah, a lot of places to shuffle around, like missile and life upgrades. Nothing super hidden except, you know, like... There's a few bits and pieces that, that you could miss, like the lipstick and the panties, and, I wonder how these squid metal really need to be more careful, because I have, like, no defensibility. I just get the Mark II jetpack? Yeah, the progressive booster is just over here. And I need to save next time I get it, and not let myself get bonked by frogs and bats and all manner of things. Yeah, like the entire good ending quest chain. Yeah. I think there are some of the tweaks in this build make it less possible to completely shit. God damn. This is the most I have died in Cave Story in some time, I assure you all. What's my objective for this one? It's whatever the starter preset on Randovania is, which I presume is just vanilla endgame. Yeah, normal ending, yeah. I figured I wouldn't mess around too much because, again, first time. Trying to make it through Arstown, aren't we all? But yeah, I want to say there's some tweaks made so that I'm gonna save so I don't have to keep getting the same chest over and over. I think there's tweaks made such that it's impossible to lock yourself out of the good end events and miss out on some of the curly stuff. I'm guessing that the character sprites, yeah, best ending is part of the objective, you won't be able to miss it. I see. So I guess it might be possible if it's not in logic, as it were, to get. Not sure, I guess we'll see. I don't have the gum key, so I can't actually go up and fight Balfrog here yet. So, never mind that. What was in here again? It was teleporter room key, right. Do need that. Talk to the Cthulhus, right, yes. That is one thing that I am not in the habit of doing as a vanilla player. But they have hints in the style of the... Well, that's on me, honestly. I was just death warping over to the Cthulhu here. Fireball is in storehouse. Noted. Yeah, that's always nice in a rando, is having the hints, like the Sahasrara tiles in Link to the Past rando. Boosted into a ghost, a terrible way to go. The booster would totally approve of. Yeah. Yeah, it seems like a good way to add to the experience there. Let's go save, and then I guess I'll go do this fight with this guy who's not actually that threatening, apart from the fact that, again, that I am one hit killed by just about everything in the game right now, because I would really like to get a health upgrade. They make Adam give you hints at in Dread Rando. There we go, life capsule, and oh, it's a big one too. That's nice. Okay. Sorry, dude. Exactly. I forget. I think most of the health upgrades are 3, right? So getting a 4 is lucky. Right, I don't have the key to open this up. So I think that's actually all the checks I can do over in Grasstown at the moment. That's okay, we got the booster out of it at least. Or the booster 2.0 rather, which is very nice to have. And we have a key we can use in the plantation area. So that's interesting. Pop back over here and remember to talk to the Cthulhu at the entrance here. See, if I hadn't got that health upgrade, I'd be dead again already. I forgot what buttons I have set. Unfortunately, the gamepad mapping in Vanilla Cave Story leaves something to be desired. This opens up way too many goddamn checks. I feel like the Booster 2.0 probably opens up less checks than you would think. I mean, it certainly opens up some skips at this point in the game. Nothing is your favorite item? Yeah. Like getting the Mooper and the Hammer as your first two, yeah. It's not quite getting Dark World access levels of a major item in jail number 1, which I would need to go do some of the plantation stuff to get. So maybe let's head to the plantation next. Given that we have the teleporter room key, we can go collect that. I need to get in the habit of saving much more generously than I would typically. This house is such a nice hub. Yeah, it is handy. Oh, this guy. He's here. Are you going to bonk me the moment I leave here? I hadn't actually considered that I wouldn't be able to get out. I hadn't considered that the teleporter room I would be teleporting into directly and would have to exit from. So I didn't realize I couldn't actually come to Plantation without it, but now I can. I'm not catching anything. I'm catching nothing. I do have to... Rat Jam, yeah. I'll be honest, the Cave Story main theme was not always my favorite track on the soundtrack when I was younger, but I've come to appreciate it more with time. Major item is in Assembly Hall. Well, that would have to be behind the fireplace then. So I'll deal with that after I have a jellyfish juice. I think another change is that the jellyfish juice can be used multiple times in the rando here, because I guess it is possible it might drop off something that isn't the infinitely renewable jellyfish. Hello, how's streaming going? I'm having a good time with it. I'm checking out the Cave Story randomizer here, and it's kicking my butt. But welcome in. I hope your time zone is going well. It's not like a check over here. This is just for funsies, just to check out the statues of these weirdos. Underappreciated change in Cave Story switching in stacked jellyfish juice. I don't even think I knew that. I have the Cave Story Switch port. I paid too much money to a bad company for it. It is insane how much they charge for the Switch port of Cave Story. But it does have some really nice quality of life features, such as stacking puppies and apparently stacking jellyfish juice. Stacking puppies to me is like, if I could take one thing from the Nicalis ports, it'd be stacking the puppies. It is adorable and also just makes otherwise the most tedious segment of the game. Completely defeats the pacing of the puppy collection sequence. I think the pacing of the puppy collection sequence is already a little wonky, to be honest. I think the amount of backtracking that exists in that in vanilla is one of my complaints with the game. Also, they moved one of the puppies, that is true. Don't touch that, human. I'm clearly a robot. I have little antennae on the side of my head. Jail number 2. Right, there's a teleporter in here. Which takes me into the labyrinth? No, it takes me to the shelter. Hi, Kazuma. The door is rusted shut still. Okay. If you just walk in with half the puppies, I think she just lays them all out to you. You basically just deliver them all one at a time. Yeah, you still have to give them one by one. It's a little weird with the pacing. I'll grant, but I think it's kind of... Yeah, you still get all the story, and it is still doled out bit by bit. Right, I knew there was something up here worth investigating. Curly's air tank, that's a good item to have. I do love to have the air tank. I think that's probably... I forget if that's all I need to check out up here at the moment. I can't go into jail number 1 where this item lurks until I go... Will I get captured by the guy if I go back into the teleporter room? I probably would, right? I mean, I have to go back there anyway, so I guess it's kind of moot. Yeah, I understand, you know, your point about the pacing of the Jenga segment, but can I actually take the path to the outer wall? I suppose I could. I may as well get bonked by this guy instead, though, because yeah, enemies hit hard there. I may as well get bonked into the jail because, as mentioned, there is a key item in here. And I'm guessing that this is the check that the item you would get placed into your pocket in place of Curly's letter. I got a little man's. You don't remember him? Recommending Gun Girl 2 to anyone who wants more Cave Story gameplay. I will note that in my head. I do not think I'm familiar, but I may check it out. What does he do? He's looking for his family. He's not looking for. He's been separated from his family. You need to return him to his family. He is in the vanilla game wandering around the graveyard. Yeah, you remember now? Yeah. Why he sit like that? He's just comfy. Wouldn't you? I love his sprite. It's so good. He's just slouching and taking up the whole, like, item square in there. Draw me like one of your French robots. So I would drop him off at the very bottom of the outer wall, which I can access from back here, but then I would have to make my way down the outer wall without getting completely devastated by the end game enemies on the way. But I'll remember that I've got him. I am just going to see what else I can do right now, though. Is there a different item in the graveyard where Mr. Little was? That's a good question. I may have to investigate. I feel like I didn't see one there. But I'll double check. He is very little. And it is hard to see him. See, there he is. He's running around down there. So I guess if I grab him, he would be a different item check. Good shout, actually. I might have completely overlooked that. I don't know if you can see him at the moment. Where did he go? Yeah, just in front of the graves. He is deliberately very hard to see. Wandering around. Hello? I got a life capsule. Max health increased by 5. Oh, we had a good life capsule. You live in your pocky, exactly. The little guy. I should have replenished my health before I saved. That would be the smart move. So I have missed a little. I already did the health capture check in there and it's nothing. I ought to be small enough to live in a pocket. Exactly. You want your very own little guy? Don't we all deserve our own little guy? Or gal? But he copies all of your actions perfectly and with insane detail. In a game full of little guys, Mr. Little commits to being the most little guy. Alrighty, I've done enough dalliance from the path. I'm gonna go run through my egg corridor checks. They're easy to do. And says the same things as you with backwards phonetics. How very Twin Peaksian. I don't know much about Twin Peaks, but I know that that sounds right. Just mini-me from Austin Powers. Maybe also a little of that. I don't have to do the proper platforming to do this check. Alien metal. Hooray, it's trash. I know Twin Peaks, that's pretty much it. Cool. Teleporter room key is in an execution chamber. I know that, thank you. I already got that. Is that why you've been doing this with your pinky finger? Yeah, it's why you've had a... It's why you've had a fascination with sharks with frickin' laser beams and $1 million, etc. I've never seen those movies, and I don't think I'm missing out. No, that's just normal, yeah. No, Diane, I'm pretty sure that's just because you're gay. Hope that helps. I have forgotten to check the right egg. Heard they occasionally hold up. I think the first one is like, you could do worse as far as 90s comedy goes. I suspect the sequels are less essential to return to. Got nothing, yay! So again, correct me if I'm wrong, Ikuyo, but are the nothing checks just for anything that's already placed in your item pool at game start? So what would have been the Nikamara counter and the map system? Because if that's the case, then I've found both my nothing checks. Won't quote you on that, I won't. Life capsule by 5. Nice. Another nice chunky life capsule. Have someone move him around, walk into a bank and stick it up from the outside like 2 players, 1 controller, kind of, I guess, hey. What was at the bottom of the fishing pond? Arms barrier was at the bottom of the fishing pond. Which is, again, nice to have early game. 2 isn't actually one of the ones that has a thing in it, is it? It's 1 that has the other thing in it. They trick you. These big flying creatures used to scare the piss out of me when I was a kid. Just something about them was just like startling to me in a way that it upset me. Oh, I need the ID card to lower the shield steal, of course. Which is a check I don't have. So I guess I should have thought about that and considered that I've actually done all the checks I can in Egg Corridor already. But yeah, the way these big guys, they're like really threatening looking, and the way they just like come out of nowhere. Get a teeny little coffee machine for your little guy and a mini grinder that fits like 1 bean in it.
That's really cute. That sounds like a good way to start your morning. Makes Ego one of the few strictly required bosses in most of the seeds. Interesting. I gotta make sure the ID code isn't in the egg corridor. Yeah, but I meant once I had done my egg corridor checks and established that it wasn't, I could have just turned around and not wandered over to there. Is this the most Sonic level of cave story? In as much as you're saying that you kind of just go from one end to the other, sure. Egg Corridor Zone, Act 1. Death Egg Zone. Act 2 is the destroyed one, exactly. I suppose in that way it is the most Sonic-like. Honestly, I feel like this level design is more linear than the average Sonic level. To be quite frank. Okay, so I've tidied up, I've done all my egg corridor checks, I've done my Grass Town checks that I have available. Let's investigate the Sound Zone. 2D Sonic makes no sense. I've heard... yeah, they want you to go fast. Holy shit, it's me! I'm twice! Just go fast, just stare at the behind his head. Did you say 2D maybe when you meant 3D? My own clone! Now neither of us will be... Maybe it's a tight opinion, but your little guy and you are mad about it? That's reasonable. Maybe that can be a VTuber gimmick, Diane. That, like, you have yourself on screen and also your little VTuber little guy. Used to have a friend who lived near a street called Factory Shoals, and it's kind of a Sonic Zone. Yeah, Factory Shoal Zone. They probably build tons of curlies? Oh my. What a concept. Ah! That's the noise I would make if I saw myself come in with a gun. You're going down. Oh man, I would really have preferred to have the, and I guess having the booster for this is nice, but doing this fight without the fireball sucks. I really want to have a fireball when I do this fight. So obviously, the fireball is the most effective weapon for doing this fight with, because I really don't appreciate how those Mimiga keep doing damage to me as they're falling down. Cyberpunk Clam Palace, that's the name of my brothel. Not that I operate a brothel, I would never operate a brothel. Not because of any moral repulsion to sex work, I just don't think I would be very good at it. Gotta love the colons, yeah. I got a puppy. Ah, so good. Gotta open a systel. Why would I open up a systel if I could open up a transtel? Tapping the side of my nose, tapping the side of my head. Maybe if you're playing as Kelly Brace, the role of Kelly Brace is being played by our assembly line serial number Sib twin sister square bracket. I like that. Ow. You would be bad at protecting the dolls. They deserve better. Yeah. Got the tow rope. Interesting. Do I still have to go in the walls to do the panties check, or is that what I just got? Ow. You're so rude. You're so disrespectful. What button is my map system on? Not these ones. What button is my map system on? That one. Okay, I got a second puppy. Do they stack on my head in this version? No. That's okay. At least I can carry them both. I don't get to trade for the machine gun here. Heck. Heck, I say. Where do I trade for the machine gun, actually? I think that's one of the things that is changed, obviously. I think all of the trades are just in Arthur's house, right, actually? Oh, I don't know if that's true of the machine gun. I got super missiles, nice. If I'm a Game Boy Cat Girl, have I played Cat Astro Cry? I might have played it very, very long ago. I know I had the soundtrack for that, because that's a disaster piece joint. New redeems, not a whole lot, Kev. I just kind of shuffled around I upped the price of the basic throw and added a value bulk throw for funsies. Partly just because I was testing out, making sure that my face wouldn't get stuck when multiple things were thrown at me at once. I should level up. Oh, that's the button that my my map system is on. Now I know. I should level up my super missile launcher. But also I don't really want to fall into the crocodile pit here. Most Catgirl of original Game Boy games. Not something I was expecting to be quizzed on. It's a very good question. I feel like I should have a better answer for this than I do. What is the most Catgirl of original Game Boy games? Probably something obvious I'm overlooking. Mario Land? That's possible. Original Mario Land is such a weird game. You think Paperboy is about a future Catgirl? Interesting take, I like it. Mega, also a fight that I would rather have the fireball for. Shantae. Shantae is not an original Game Boy game, but it is very Catgirl. I've seen the way she moves and pounces. Witch earrings. Misery is one of the designs of all time. This is known. I hit the wrong button. Fuck you up. Yeah. Whatever. Super missiles into you, Omega. Misery fucking rolls. She does. Character of all time. Again. Metroid 2. Interesting, interesting. I'll consider it. Welcome in, Eve. It's going alright. I died a lot at the beginning of the game on account of the fact that I didn't get any health upgrades for like my first like 10 checks. But now things are a little more normal again. You've had friends say Misery was the blueprint. Take that as you will. Yeah, no, absolutely. I have heard this. Can you see the crocodile guy? I will let you see one crocodile guy in a moment once I am able to safely manifest. Thank you. You see the croco. Thank you for the 50 cents. Sorry, the 50 bits, which are legally not cents, distinct from currency. I even let him nip me. I also only have one hit left. I'm shocked that I survived that. One croc guy. So I'm going to play it safe on my way back here. Nippy smaller than you remember. Yeah, isn't that always the way? Packs a punch still. Exclamation point Steam. I probably enjoy Gato Roboto a lot. I have heard good things about Gato Roboto on this very stream chat. I do think that game looks good and fun. Here's where I would find a puppy. Yeah, it's a vanilla puppy chest. And a life capsule. Cool. Big on streamer theming. Yeah. I should probably be better about it myself. I am more aesthetically committed to my theming than perhaps branding. Do I add viewers on Steam? Not traditionally. I don't do a lot on Steam that generally would require having friends, to be blunt about it. Jenk, I have some puppies for you. You give me a mushroom badge. Okay, so you just have to get all the puppies and then cash them all in at once in the rando, I see. I mean, I probably could add viewers on Steam. There's not really a great reason why not. I just never thought to add that functionality. I don't even know if my Steam profile is publicly viewable. Alright, I gotta find some more puppies. Which I'm guessing may be in places similar to where they are in vanilla. There's not really a good reason why yes, I don't know. Fork it over. Hang on. I can look that up, I guess. Oops. I don't remember what my pause button is, but that's okay. I haven't got Steam open right now. Downloading an 86 meg update. Cool. Let me go over to my fun screen if I'm going to be not game playing for a moment. Can always open the map, that's true. Yeah. Don't throw things at me on my throne. Wow, the throne. Steam is updating. Hey. There's so much junk on my chair now. It's got physics, yeah. Look, I appreciate the friends, I just wish they would be a little less vigorous. You can make puppies spawn everywhere, but the regular behavior limits them to just shuffle within the fanned zone. Is that the substitute doll? Hell yeah, it is. I haven't added a whole lot of custom throw objects, but when I was just like looking around for objects that would be fun to throw, I was like, oh, the substitute doll would be so cute to have throw in there. So I got those in there. I got like Pokeballs. I've got like a meat pickup from, I think it was originally from a Kirby game. Where's the little guy? I don't have a little guy in there. I should have a little guy in there. You missed when they were 50 pixels a piece? Look, inflation comes for us all. It's just the economy is in shambles. Okay, Steam's finally opened. Let me double check if this is publicly visible. Where's the pineapple grenade? Add the Cave Story 3D Balrog on it. That's a good shout if I can get that one. Anyway, here's my gay Steam page. Apparently it's viewable to the public. I don't know when I crossed the 500 game threshold. That's scary. Almost as scary as seeing that I've had this account for 13 years. Which I know is not even that long in the scheme of Steam accounts. I think I literally got my Steam account in 2009 or 2008 or 9. I think it was 2009. I know it was when they gave away Portal 1 for free. They were like, hey, we're just giving out Portal. If you have a Steam account, you can just redeem this free to keep. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll get Portal for free to keep, thank you. I'm a poor ass punk. Yeah, it may shock you. I'm not actually hard to find on Steam. If you really wanted to know. You're all looking up terrifying things. Yeah, only 423 games. Phew. 16 years. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul. It would have been about... I see that friend request. Thank you. I will attend to that at some point. 16 years, that'd be right on the right around the orange box, I imagine, Kevok. 2007, it was a good year to start having a Steam account. Alright, that's enough digression here. I should get back to playing video games or something of that nature. 273 in only 10 years, you're safe. 420 games and 420 DLC. See, that's perfect because now you'll never be tempted to buy another video game ever again. Because it would ruin it. Main account has 799. Okay, well. Never mind. Okay, let's get back to gaming. Yeah, I guess in vanilla the puppies are only scattered about the stand zone. Well, not vanilla, but the base settings for the rando, which probably makes things a little bit more manageable than having to run. Yeah, your not 420 account. Can you really say that the 420 account is not your main? I have already forgotten again what my map button key is. That one. Exactly. Oh! I almost cheated through the wind there. Also, navigating this is a lot easier when I can see where the roof is because of my puppy. Hey, you ran into the chest. That's cute. How do you review the chat rules? I think if you click on the little gear. I think if you click on the little gear, it'll let you pop the chat rules back up. My chat rules are very forgiving. I don't have any, trigger rules or anything. As long as you're not being a jerk, you're in the clear. And I trust you to not be a jerk, Altazimuth. Your Kissinger is fucking dead. Hell yeah! Hell yeah, everyone. About fucking time. Rip Bozo. Gender neutral bathroom added. Thank you for that breaking news update. I appreciate it sincerely. You got sent an XX station. Trending, it finally happened, yeah. Look, literally the only downside to this news is we can't keep using the is Kissinger even in this thing death claw machine meme. 400 posts in Amethyst server. Incredible. Sorry, Kev, I'm not clicking on that Rolling Stone article, but that's such a good URL slug. Henry Kissinger war criminal dead. I love that. It's incredible. Yeah, that's all I needed to see. That's your daily dose of good news, everyone. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting when you were asking about the chat rules, but it wasn't this. Oh, I got the snake! I'm sure these memes are all very funny. I should probably click on some of them. Yippee! That one's pretty good. Fucking finally. I gotta say, I do like the yippee one better than the other. Alright, let's play some Cave Story, maybe. I have the snake, which I am going to start using because anything's better than the goddamn... Sick of using the Polar Star. Henry Kissinger, who shaped world affairs under 2 presidents, dies of a poop disaster. But yeah, I don't have like a firm no politics rule or anything, which I guess is the obvious or current events. Not any more so than is already covered by my B chill. Like, you're welcome to bring it up. If I tell you to drop it, drop it. But no, this one, absolutely worthy of bringing up. Beach Hill Zone. Exactly. Okay, I'm glad to have something with a little bit more firepower than the Polar Star. I was getting a little tired of it. Honestly, the snake is kind of a cool weapon that gets short shrift. I think in vanilla a lot of the time. Because generally speaking, I feel like you're either trading for the machine gun or you're holding off for the spur. If you still have the Polar Star at that point in the game normally, so. As a Chilean person, yeah. To be happy about it, yeah. I'm guessing once you clear that teleporter goes to the labyrinth. Nice. Actually clicked on it and the Rolling Stone dude went off for like 15 pages about how Kissinger needs straight to piss. Yeah, no, look, if you want to, there is no shortage to talk about there, huh? Do you even need to mention he was involved in the dictatorship? No, I feel like that's well known. Basically, you get one of those like little story-based RPG pop-ups where it's like everyone was pleased with that. You know? Headline goes even harder than the link. God bless. Journalism isn't dead yet. The IL world record for Sacred Grounds is set with Snake? I'd believe it. The Snake is actually really, really, really strong. Sorry, Janica. Here's your puppies, though. Thanks for the badge. Yeah, War Criminal Beloved by America's ruling class. Yep. Yep, indeed. Alright, I think I'm out of exciting sand zone checks to do. But I got a snake out of it. Yeah, finally carries so much weight. It is everyone's feeling on the matter, isn't it? Thank you for the hydration reminder. Have I finished my coffee? Yes, I have. I will drink real water. Let's straighten up. Well, posture-wise. I promise never to straighten up in any other aspect of my life. That's a guarantee you can take to the bank. We'll hold you to that. I expect nothing less. So now I have the mushroom badge. Does that actually do anything? Can I go do the Pinion check / boss fight with the mushroom badge? Because technically she would give it to me, and then I would say that's not what it's nothing. You've given me nothing in vanilla. Or is it just a useless item the same way it is in vanilla? Oh, we'll find out. I can investigate that. I still kind of would like to have the actual fireball though, because being able to hit things that are on the ground... Hey, chests only for people with amnesia. I see. Die! Ah! Okay, I see. So there's two checks here. So the check that would be the Mignon item is unlocked by having the mushroom badge. And the chest that would have been the mushroom badge is only available in the curly chain, I'm guessing. That's what seems to be the case. Marpignon is a competitive Pokemon who runs Iron Head, Rock Sled, and Substitute. Exactly. I win, and I got a different useless item instead. Yay! Clay figure medal. Oh well. Had to find out. So. I've exhausted a lot of the readily accessible checks. I guess I would time to venture into the labyrinth. Maybe you'll learn a little from Knife Frog. Truly an inspiring example to us all. Multi-world is funny because the red demon in Last Cave can be progression. Woof. Yeah, that's some serious BK mode. Really funny if the seed leads to Plantation Alley. Oh, doing Last Cave with very little health is, I imagine, what you would have to be doing in that case, huh? Which labyrinth teleporter is this? Right, it's the booster teleporter. Got the Mimiga mask. Hell yeah. Can I toggle the mask? Yes. But also, why wouldn't I have that on? Time of all time, truly. Boulder chamber. And I guess I have to do progression to go that way. Well, let's wander backwards. Oh, am I gonna have to fight Monster X to reverse through the progression here? That's okay, I can fight Monster X with the snake. I forgot what a bop the labyrinth music is. Would have preferred to be able to clear out all the Gowdy in here before I have to actually start fighting. I prefer having the blade to be able to do this fight normally. Come on. Mashing through those cycles though. Oops. It's funny how, like, not actually that difficult the Monster X fight is when you actually bother to learn it, because it was where I got, like, walled my first time through in this game. It was, like, my first real, like, oh, this is actually a tough fight for me to do. I mean, I guess I had a little trouble with Balfrog, but... Goodbye, Monster X. First time multi-world rando had the very fun idea of sending into Monster X with only machine gun and 7 HP. Yeah, that one could be a rough time. That is not a lot of survivability to do that fight with. Cat Jam. I should add Cat Jam to my better TPV oeuvre. I love Show Please. Absolutely one of the dance emotes of all time. I need, maybe, I've got 2 more animated slots to fill due to the incredible generosity I received the other day, which again, I cannot thank people enough for. I had like a moment of like, wait, I shouldn't kill that purple thing, I might need to damage boost off it. And it's like, no, I have the booster, I don't need to damage boost off the purple thing like a pleb. I can just go grab that check. It's fine. But yeah, I have 2 more animated emote slots, so I could probably fill one of those with a dance emote. Got the blade! Hey, that's nice. Would have been nicer a second ago, but... I'll appreciate it for the Pooh Black fight in a moment. Get knifed. You dinguses. Okay, how you going? You look a little under the weather, me. You're looking good. True. I'm still right for it, but also Rip Sakamoto. Yeah, I do love the dancing Sakamoto emote, but also I am unfortunately, I don't feel right having that as part of my formal repertoire. I tried to add it to Frankerfaces, and they also rightly called me on, hey, I don't think you can upload this one. I'm like, yeah, I guess not, huh? A shame. You can use it on the Discord, though. Which I haven't remembered to plug lately, but I do have a Discord. If you want to hang out. Could I ask the creators permission? Yeah, I could, but like even then it's like, you know, it's their work for the GIF, but then it's also like a derivative of a copyrighted work to start with, and it's like several layers of I don't really have permission for this deep. Not without Nitro, that's true, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you do have to give Discord some amount of money for the privilege of animating an emote. But you don't have to pay Discord any money to hang out in there and see when I go live. That's free. You can do that anytime. Also, I didn't get a clinic key from... Hang on. I'm going to double back here because I just remembered something confusing to me about progression here. Normally the physician would give you the clinic key, but...
Thank you.
I've not... Hey! Whoa, thank you very much for the Prime subscription, JC. If you have... Amazon Prime gave me some missiles. He probably did while I wasn't paying attention. Thank you for paying more attention than me, Eve. You gave me missiles? Thank you. Welcome in, Crank. Hope you're having a great time, Zone. I figured he must have given me something, and also that it can't have been that exciting because I didn't remember what it was. But thank you for all being on the lookout. That is the pro and con of Twitch streaming, is that A, your attention is divided, but B, you have backup attention in the form of your viewers. But yes, as JC has reminded us all, if you have a an Amazon Prime subscription, you get a free Twitch subscription to use on whatever channel you feel appropriate monthly. I remember thinking, that's weird, why does the doctor have that? Right, this is where the all the weapon trades are. Show me some cool weapons, you can have what's inside. Well, I'm gonna... Hey! That chest is mine! Show me a spur and I'll let you have what's inside. Oh, okay, you swap it the other way. Wait, interesting. Okay. I love the little shake when you try and... Anyways. Okay, I thought you would swap it for the items in the thing, but no, it's the reverse. It's the other way around. Okay, and then I can teleport past the rock into the other half of the labyrinth with that. I'm going to keep going this way though, because there's still some checks in the early labyrinth. By which I mean like one. There's like one check back here, all on its lonesome. If I recall. I may be wrong, but I want to say that Pixel was a self-taught musician for this game. Welcome in, Alfie. Hope you're having a great time, Zone. Is it an actual public domain song? That is also fascinating. A folklore song. See? Also makes sense. Welcome in, Scratching Way, Ketra. Hope you're well. Jellyfish juice is in plantation. That's good to know. That opens up a bunch of checks when I find it. Litkajenka. Cool. Cure-all is in Labyrinth Shop. Makes sense. But I still need to have some weapons to swap for that. Hey. No reply there. Let me save. Wait. Actually, there might be two checks in here, right? Most of the best indie composers were self-taught? I don't know. I'm trying to think of other examples. Because I feel like surely Toby Fox has a formal music education, right? Is he really self-taught? That can't be right. Maybe it is. I don't know, off the top of my head. But yeah, Pixel built his own soundtrack. I know he's like young as hell, but like... I kind of assumed he had at least some level of music music background. And he probably does. You know, self-teaching doesn't mean... I guess that's the thing I have to remind myself, is self-teaching doesn't mean you don't have formal knowledge of theory. It just means you didn't receive formal education, you know. Santa Key. Yeah, Halloween hacked like early middle school. Yeah, which explains a lot about... Hey! I got squimshed right in there. Toby Fox was born in 91. See, that's not that young. It's not old, but it's not that young. And yes, music theory is descriptive. Obviously, it is not the be-all, end-all. I feel like that's true of like most creative endeavors, you know? Like, That's obviously true of like formal art theory and stuff. Is like part of it is knowing what the quote-unquote rules are, so that you know when to break them. I feel like is a common refrain. Anyway. Pick up a lot from learning instruments, which is definitely less likely to be self-taught. Yeah. Exactly. No, yeah. Autodidacticism is an interesting topic, which is romanticized oddly. A few indie composers you follow with a proper background in music is Lana Rain. Fabulous composer. Celeste soundtrack, absolute banger. As you can hear tomorrow night when I do another Link to the Past randomizer, and I always do those with the Celeste MSU pack. Where does that teleporter go? Does that one take me back to the, back to Sand Zone? Yes, it does. Cool. Makes sense. Let me think. What is the fastest way back to Grasstown from here? Because that seems like where I need to head now that I have the Santa key. This door's open now? True. Right, because I fought, not fought, but I returned the puppies. Oh, poor Toriko. Right, and do the blade check, yeah. Huzzah. Biking, hiking. I meant to say those the other way around, but... Unfortunate. Man, the bounce off the wall is brutal. Toriko also not actually that difficult to fight once you understand how it works. It may seem a little a little obvious to say that the bosses in this game aren't hard once you understand their patterns. Thank you for throwing something, Alfie. I apologize. The loot bugs are still not in. I was very distracted last night. Farewell, Toriko. What do you got for me, King? I'll avenge you with these missiles, I guess. Yeah, Halloween Hack was mid-high school, yeah. No, he's been doing it for a minute. A degree in environmental science. That explains the lecture on quicksand. Yo, you know the tweet, right? The Hi Balrog. With this gun I found, and the power of friendship. It's labyrinth time for you. Teleport to the labyrinth. If you Google Toby Fox quicksand tweet, you will find the tweet I'm thinking of. Teleport to the labyrinth. I think running back through Sand Zone might be quicker than running back through Labyrinth. Yeah, you've seen it, Kev. Everyone's seen Toby Fox quicksand tweet. You didn't know it was him? Yeah. No, one of the all-time classics of tweet is Toby Fox's, why is Sakuya Izao from Toho in my lecture on quicksand? Hang on, do you have it to link, Kev? Yeah. Classic tweet. And yeah, I feel like a lot of the commentary you see on that tweet is, wait, why was Toby Fox in a lecture on quicksand? Learning that he majored in environmental science suddenly puts the pieces together on that one. One of the few contexts in which one might see a lecture on quicksand. We're learning some deep lore today. Whoop. I should probably not waste my time angering all these birds. Man, you ever think about Angry Birds? And just like in general? Just speak for the cats, Abby taught Toby in grad school. I doubt it, but... I forget. Are they in the same region of the world? Oh yeah, there was a movie of that. I feel like there were two even. Because Angry Birds is the new Wendy's Twitter. I hate that series of words. I want to say I heard the Angry Birds movie was like weirdly jingoistic also. It's just... It's like, oh, the Angry Birds movie is post 9/11 propaganda. Okay. Weird move. Don't like understanding that? Yeah, it's not a good series of words. Angry Birds feels like it should have been a flash in the pan meme, but Normie sunk their teeth into it and shook it till racism for that. Yeah, kinda. But like... Like, all Angry Birds ever really was just like... It's just a clone of like a particularly popular genre of flash game that happened to be one of the first like big mobile games. And it kind of just got stuck. Hey, yo, King got better. Angry Birds has a... Kevok, none of those words are in the Bible. Imagine if Fruit Ninja was the big thing instead. I know, like, Fruit Ninja was also, like, huge. Like, in my brain, like, those were the two games that I installed when I first got an Android smartphone, where I downloaded Fruit Ninja and I downloaded Angry Birds. But I guess Fruit Ninja didn't have the weird marketable appeal of shitty little birds. It probably had a show at some point. You'll stand for Severed, which is described as Fruit Ninja by way of Guillermo del Toro. That sounds oddly correct. Wasn't that by the Guacamelee developers? In between Guacamelees? Also, I'm faffing around here when I know that where I need to be headed is Grasstown. And you hold it's their best game? That doesn't surprise me. Like, Guacamelee seemed fine. If you're looking for, again, that kind of adventure platformer with a smooth action feel. I wanted to check that out. I really wanted to check it out on the 3DS. A search action game? Yeah, I've spoken on my feelings on search action, Eve. Which, to repeat myself, I think it's a weird Wasei Eigo construction that adopting in the West is very forced. Space Trader, the game that started on Palm OS? Hell yeah. Look, it's a classic for a reason. You're joking at me? I was pretty sure you were around for some of those streams, Eve. However, I am required to take chat constantly at face value. Deride it because it's touchscreen only. I don't know if they deride... I mean, I'm sure some people deride it, but I feel like that probably just limited its audience organically, unfortunately. Hi, Sander. Here's your house key. Yep, that one. So is... Fruit Ninja had a YouTube Red original series. I see, Day. Should never be taken at face value, that's fair. Except when you should. You're in space, go to a trader. Yeah, look, Kev, if it's good enough for Elite, it's good enough for me. I got a sprinkler. Cool. I'm guessing that now that I have the mask and the sprinkler, I can do some fun checks in Plantation. Also, I don't have a whole lot of other options to check right now anyway, so I suppose I should go investigate. Man, the original Elite is such a good goddamn game. Not to get too go on too much of a digression there. Actually, I think I have a teleporter to the other half of the labyrinth also that I could check out, but I think between the mask and the between the mask and the fact that I know the jellyfish juice is in Plantation, I think that's where I should be headed. Did you tell me anything exciting down here? Yeah, you told me the thing I already knew. No, wait, you told me there's a major item in Assembly Hall, which I'll need the jellyfish juice for. Because the only check in Assembly Hall is behind the fireplace. The only way you feel things playing Space Trader is to play at impossible difficulty. Yeah. Hang on, I need to look at this horrible Fruit Ninja TV banner. Fruit Ninja Frenzy Force. Oh my goodness, Kitty, this is... These are some rough designs. I'm gonna be real with you, these are not good. These are some YouTube Red original series character designs. That's rough stuff. Alright. What do you guys tell me? Nothing. The watermelon helmet will haunt you. Yeah, it's rough. Bloom away, my crimson dearies. 2010 single season cartoon designs. I think that is literally true, Kavok. Okay. Does talking to any of you activate any checks? No, probably not, huh? Robots? Yeah. These are sprinklers. They break all the time. What was I going to say? I was going to say that in terms of terrible fruit-based YouTube programming, how is there never an annoying orange Fruit Ninja crossover? Okay, there's the jellyfish juice that I can get now that I'm Mimiga masked. A headcanon that Mimigas have poor eyesight and that's why the mask fools them. I love that. That's a cute headcanon. Did I ever see that annoying orange? Yeah, Dr. Dumb can go screw himself. Did I ever see that annoying orange got a show on Cartoon Network? I was aware of it. I never saw it, thank God, but I was aware that that was kind of in that period where just like Fred had a show on Nick. I feel like that was very much in that like initial period of like executives learning that YouTube was a thing and that they might be able to pitch that as monetizable. John Cena was in the Fred. I don't think I even know who Fred is, and at this point I'm afraid to find out. How far out do you think we are from the John Pork Netflix series? Y'all heard about this John Pork? He's a guy with a pig face, that's all I know. That might be all there is to know. Anyway, you don't know who that is? It's a guy with a pig face. Middle school kid whose entire personality is he has puberty voice. Great, that's definitely something that would support an entire series, and not a recurring Simpsons joke character. Anyway, now that we have the jellyfish juice, let's go put out some fires. And also save. So what key item lies behind the fire? Sue's letter, okay, interesting. So what does Sue's letter actually open in Plantation? Oh, it's the password. Password is Litigano Motscoud. Yeah, no, King got better, Eve. As I mentioned. Alright, I am going to go put out Santa's fire while I'm thinking about it. And then maybe we can double back to Plantation and check out the business there. Still gotta avenge him though, yeah. Look, we can't just call off the vengeance because he got better. Think Santa being in his house also lets you spawn the jellies? That's true, so that's a check I should do as well. Got the whimsical star now, that's a deep cut. That is an item that you do not generally get. Little trinket you got from Chava in the Labyrinth. I forget what that actually does. What does the whimsical star do? I completely forgot that item existed. Oh, that apparently. Whimsical star is the funniest item? I'll take your word for it. Okay, yeah, now I can do the jellyfish check and also the Chaco. Is it Chaco or Chaco? Anyway, I can go have a time with her. Chaco a cute? Yeah, she is. She also has needs that we're going to attend to. Wink, wink, wink. Goodness, I wish someone would get rid of all those jellies outside. Wait. Can I still do that check actually? With the jellyfish juice in my inventory? Whimsical star can be equipped or unequipped. When the player charges their spur to maximum level while the item is equipped, 3 stars move around, quote. These stars are unimpeded by walls, allowing the player to chip away at enemies behind blocks and deal 1 to 5 damage on the enemies they touch. When a quote takes damage, he loses stuff. Fascinating. How do I do that? Because normally the way you would do that is by looking at the fireplace and then she would walk over to the bed and then you would use the bed. Does just using the bed activate it? In this case, yes. And I got a bomb off her. Fascinating. Alright, rest up, Chaco. Had a big night. Wink. 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 Something something sex bomb. Yeah, I was going to make an even cruder joke, but I elected not to. I still kind of want to, but... Hello, Sheriff. I hope you're having a wonderful time zone. Thank you for the one-up oranges. Anyway. Let's go blow the door down here. You're free now. since the game's so linear, most stuff is actually not checked for items that interact with other items. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was gonna say in that description it says stars appear when you charge spur. It's like, I am clearly receiving those without having the spur. So I still can't open that. Do I get any other checks from freeing Kazuma and Booster there? I guess I'll see. Anyway, the joke that I was debating whether or not to say was something about was he so bomb you literally get an explosive from her, but anyway. I feel like it would have been funnier if I'd said it in the moment. Funniest interaction is that the supercharge causes Spur to load much faster. Kick ass. I love that for it. Health restored. That is a fun change, to be quite frank. Alright, on the way back. Let me check out the jellyfish check here. I would still kind of like to have the real fireball, but alas. So I guess the 3 chests in the labyrinth with the Gaudi for those 3 weapons are all the checks that you would normally... are all the things you would normally get from the Gaudi for having those weapons, i.e. the machine gun check is the supercharge, the fireball check is the snake, and the spur check is the whimsical star. That makes sense. Whoop. Almost found there. I hadn't considered that would be the case. It's interesting, like, this is a game I know pretty well, but, like, I feel like with any rando, just learning about all the ways it affects it really teaches you a lot about the game. Anyway, a rusty key opens this door, and it also opens the chest over there where, because normally once I get the rusty key, I would try using it in this door, and I would get the gun base key from Kazuma to make the explosive. Anyway, clinic key, cool. So I can go fight Pooh Black and do that check. I'll do the Balrog fight in here also. Sorry, Malco. There's a very silly goof in the Cave Story tool-assisted speedrun commentary. Commence destruction! Where the little commentary caption jokes that Malco is a boss with 9999 HP. But of course, because he is immediately squashed by Balrog, he's not actually a boss fight. Wow, that fight is very easy when you have something more powerful than the Polar Star or the Fireball there. Okay. Sorry, Malco. Charcoal, jellyfish juice, and gum base. To make the Nemesis interesting. Before the rando got put into Randovania, it had its Discord bot called Malco. That's cute. That's a good name for it. Malco's a good guy. Alright, well the Nemesis isn't super useful to me specifically, like... That is a nice to have, not a essential check. So I don't have to worry about collecting all of those miscellaneous items Enemies detected, executing slaughter sequence number 2, exactly. As you do, as you do. So I think that, again, tidies up our check situation for Grass Town until we pick up the gum-based key somewhere. Which is fine. I wonder how much my gamepad rapid mashing is coming through over the mic. I feel like it's particularly noisy. Motorbike is not looking so hot anymore. That's okay. And I already checked Santa's fireplace, right? Yeah. You're about to commentate that my mashing was on point? Look, I'm well practiced. I got thumbs of steel. I do not have thumbs of steel. I have very fragile thumbs. Right. Can't trade. I don't actually know what I would be able to trade here for what. I don't understand how that works. Autofire was the second thing you added to Tweaked. Very reasonable. That is a very sensible accessibility feature to have in there. I think I appreciated that. Lets you choose between the mutually exclusive weapons, right? So if I had them both unlocked, I would be able to swap them here. Because there's no capacity in the game to have them simultaneously. I see. Understand now. Plantation, that's right. I was going to say, what's my check situation? I got the password for the Litigano Motscout password. So I need to go talk to Mrs. Sakamoto. You can, but the data for weapons is right next to inventory data. Yeah, okay, so that seems like it probably gets a little screwy. Yeah. Wow, this pipe moves a lot slower than I hoped it would. I was like, surely the fastest way back would be to do that. And it's like, no, it probably was faster to actually just walk over the top. Having a light would do some nasty stuff. Yeah, fair enough. At least in Cave Story 3D, if you were to get all 8 weapons at once, you could literally rewrite the inventory. Fascinating. I never played through Cave Story 3D fully. Chivalry is dead. Life capsule. Bring you a booster, a sprinkler, and a controller. Well, I have a booster and a sprinkler. So is building the rocket the only... Rest in peace, Chivalry Sakamoto. Most broken in terms of speedruns. Fascinating. I can also go get a check off Ito in here. Fireball. Okay, cool. Do I have to have it on me to activate the check in Labyrinth? Cave Story 3D best ending is like 10 minutes. You think so? I mean, either way, I'd have to go past Arthur's house either way, so I could always trade it there, so... But I'll trade it now and go tidy that check, I think. What was I going to say? So is getting the rocket all that's strictly required to do a normal ending? Because that seems like the only thing you would actually have to also need to save Sue. Okay. aka kill Eagle. Fascinating. So I'm not in go mode until I have the egg corridor ID. That's really bizarre that is one of the essential checks in there. I guess you were saying that earlier. That's one of the only, like, strictly required progression boss fights, huh? Okay. Living his best life is the only required boss, still. Yeah. Good for him. Oh, gunfish. We'll run on back. I'll do the labyrinth check. Question mark. I didn't check the bucket. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me while I'm in the vicinity. I tried talking to the fisher earlier, but I forgot that I would still need to check the bucket. I'm catching nothing. Life capsule? Okay, worth. I'm catching nothing. Man, Neil Cicierega has made a lot of great things. I think a lot about what's Dylan Grillin, because of all his, like, very specific dumb gag videos, it targets so precisely a part of my nostalgia that is for the very specific genre of just weird, like, 90s Windows freeware / shareware / postcardware bullshit. It's, like, very particular. It's all broken in exactly that way. It is fascinating. Where's your Cave Story fishing game spin-off? Nicalis, do something useful and get on that. A basketball. Why was he growing a basketball? I've lost my train of thought a little bit. I can go do the right, labyrinth. Labyrinth Gaudi check. Where is the faster teleporter to the Gaudi? That's... Anyway. Oh, I can also do the Pooh Black check, so I had multiple checks to be in here. Cave Story Secret Santa was charming, if not very inspired. I don't think I ever actually checked that out. I vaguely remember that being a thing. It's fine. Can't party stay out, exactly. Cute little stealth game, that's fun. Yeah. You know, if they're gonna be stewards of the IP, the least they could do is have some fun with it. Soundtrack by Rushjet, that's cool. Interesting, interesting. Maybe I'll check that out sometime. These, the whimsical stars are interacting in very peculiar ways with some of these. Right, he made the Family Tracks OST. Right, I vaguely remembered that. I liked the one Rushjet EP I got off 8-Bit Peoples long ago when I discovered I could download all this chiptune music for free back in the distant past. Okay. So let's wander over and do the Gaudi, the shopkeeper check first. And then we'll do the Pooh Black check. slash fight. Fight check. I have clinic key, yeah. Hearing, that's cute. I do have the clinic key, yeah. One of the reasons it would be handy to have the thingy on screen, tracker on screen, which if I'd planned out ahead a little bit, I could have made room on my 16:9 layout for, but I didn't. And I don't. Please let me say... What's in here? Cure-all. Cool. So then I can save Curly and progress further into the labyrinth that way. Though I already could from the teleporter up there, I think. I guess I can do the Balrog fight and get the super missiles check. This also is something that I have unlocked from having the cure-all. I'm glad to have someone experienced in the chat for this to provide additional guidance, because while I do generally remember just enough about this game to get most checks on my own, but some of the particulars are a little more. You played more cave story than you can count. I mean, same, but that's just because I can't count a lot. Probably not near where you're at. Okay. Feel better soon, Carly. Yeah, no kidding, yeah. Oh, she seems to be doing much better. She went off towards the boulder chamber. This is Curly, and you've reached the boulder chamber. Boulder chamber, boulder chamber. Pretty much as soon as Neon Genesis launched it. It took me like a weirdly long time to get around to it at first. Like, it wasn't until like 2007 or so that I think I got around to it. I don't know why, because like folks were hyping it up in places that I was in like 2005, 2006. I was aware of it very early, but for whatever reason, it just took me a couple years to actually bother to investigate. It's not like I even have the excuse that I was still on dial-up at the time, because it's like a 2 megabyte game. Like, why did I go all the way back here? This isn't where I use the clinic key. I'm very smart. Thank you for the hydration reminder. I should do that. My posture is fine. I forgot where my pause button is. It's absurdly light. Yeah, it is. Very, very tidy. Which, I mean, is partly the retro style. Yeah. Even with all the extra graphics and code, it's still like 10 meg, yeah. And that's a lot of extra code because, you know, you've got STL2 static linked in there, like. Whereas the original, I think, pretty much is running on MS Visual C runtimes and a prayer. In terms of external libraries. Yeah, it's all direct stuff, so it's all dynamic Windows stuff that's just around. Alright, Pooh Black, you stupid ghost. I got the charcoal, okay. That's not actually that exciting to me, is it? Like, the only thing I can really do with the charcoal is, once I have the gun base, I can trade it for the Nemesis with Malco there. well. Bloop, 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 bloop. How mysterious. Instrumental to getting it spread around your high school on a floppy disk? Yeah, that's cool. Floppy disks. It's one of those things where, like, the thing with floppy disks is, like, objectively, there's not very much to... They have, like, zero practicality, even as a nostalgia piece these days. Like, at least, like, even with an album on cassette tape, like, as janky and not great as cassette tape is as a medium, you can still fit a whole album on a cassette tape and listen to it. It is still functional in a modern context. Yeah, the original CSE2 just had the raw decomp. Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, like, at least with, like, a cassette or even, like, a VHS, it's still functional if you can get it, you know, a player that works for it. Whereas, even if you have a working 3.5-inch floppy drive, there's just really almost nothing practical you can do with it. ...2005, yeah, that's very much right in that space where computers might still have floppy drives, even if you probably weren't able to do much with them. Windows 95 from floppies, that's too many floppies, I'm pretty sure. Let's be honest. Yeah, you just had, like, spare discs lying around. Entirely too many, look. I don't remember how much of a CD Windows 95 takes up, but either way, that's still going to be a grody quantity of floppy disks. We all live together, Curly. I haven't played Warframe. Hey, Balrog. Perfect storm that way, yeah. No, I did have a floppy disk phase around that time, but at the end of the day, there just isn't that much you can really do with them, sadly. It's like, oh, you can cram, like, a Game Boy emulator and, like, 2 ROMs on here. Curly and Curly feels like Knuckles and Knuckles in Sonic Mania. I love that. It's such a, like, you know, it's a very silly meme, but I do appreciate that Sonic Mania had and Knuckles mode. That's how you played Pokemon Blue for the first time? I mean, I didn't play it off a floppy disk, but I did play it. Polestar became the spur. That's sick. I'm glad. And also I can now go back real quick and do the Gaudy check in a moment. Floppy with no $GB in Pokemon Blue? Hell yeah. I definitely... Well, I didn't acquire it that way. I definitely passed that to a friend that way. Okay, let's get a move on through Labyrinth Zone here. Ugh. Give me damage boost. Favorite song on the soundtrack? It's pretty good. I'll be honest, my favorite song on the soundtrack is probably Gestation. The song that plays in the first cave. It's just such a great tone setter. Not as much of a jam as some of these other tracks, but... SNES ROMs up a zip disk. Woof. I think I want to be using the... Oh wait, I don't have the snake on me. Guess I'll just stick with the spur for a bit. You still like Running Hell? Oh, it's a classic for a reason. I'll be honest, I have a bad habit of confusing the boss theme and Running Hell from this game when I'm outside of the game context. I will misattribute one for the other. Oh, Moon Song is also fantastic. That Moon Song might actually be tied with me for Gestation. But yes, LP is also right, that might be almost cheating, you know? Moon Song's everyone's favorite. This area is a lot easier with the booster 2.0. Whitestone Wall, even if it was a hidden track. I'm not familiar with it by name. Whoa. Whoa. I pressed a button. Smile. Alright, let me teleport back and do the Gaudi check here. White and Toriko scene. Used in the Sky Fortress, King's theme, only played if you got like 4 or 5 minutes in hell, maybe. Got the ID card! Okay, so I think once I have the controller now, I'm in go mode. I need the controller to finish the rocket, and I can go to Egg Corridor and save soon now. Okay. I want to go back. Do I want to continue through the labyrinth here, I guess is my question. I'm not super jazzed to do the core fight, personally. The core fight, I find, is probably the... I feel like I've had more trouble than I should have with the core fight my last few replays of this game. Even though it's not actually like hard. If you're careful. And honestly, it's probably a lot easier to do the core fight with Curly's air tank, now that I think about it. Am I careful? Rarely. Hidden in the game, available in all Garnia view. Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a good time with this. Yeah, Wind Fortress was only released after the fact. Huh. Geothermal, yeah. Also a great track. I like the Curly looking up sprite. You don't get to see a lot of that. Of Curly going. Alright, raise the next shutter, lower the lift. Up and down and up and down. Doing the core fight with the air tank and the spur might be easier than not having those items, to be frank. What do you have to say, killer robot? Soldier from the surface. Killian robots, you think of how Cave Story codified the antenna earpiece equals Android? Look, it's just good visual shorthand. Open up, dingus. Yeah, okay, having the air tank is going to make this fight a lot easier. I really don't have to worry about it. Playing unsighted? Yeah. What about Crosscode? I feel like has some earpiece action from memory. I forget if it's strictly as one-to-one as it may be. Ah! I got hit by the big attack still. Glad Syrupy returned Kelly's air tank after she was done with it. Yeah. Syrupy also got the little... Does she have little air antennae? I forget. Valhalla 2? Probably. Weird place. I'm trying to think of other good examples of that particular trope. Unsighted seems cool. Maybe I'll check it out sometime. Love how the Taz shoots the stuck door from far away. I mean, yeah, you can, why not? It's efficiency right there. Oh, walking along the water here is so slow. Open the shutter. Oof. Got a play inside, but your wife absolutely loved it. Yeah, I'm glad it liked it. That's cool. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I feel like the only thing I've heard as like a particular negative about it is it seems the time limit mechanic seems like it can be like, I know it has the, it seems like, I think the vibe I got was that it would be better if there was more of like a middle ground between the like no time limit at all easy mode and the strict time limit mode it does give you. But like maybe you can disable it if you want, but it's difficult to get past for some people. Yeah. I think for as much as I have like for as much as I have, I want to save everyone / I want to see all the content disease. I feel like I could at least get behind it a little bit more if it's, yeah, if it's part of the, if it's integrated tightly into the video game's theming, then that probably makes it a little bit more. Okay, this time I'm not going to get hit by the big blast balls like a chump. Come on, get out of my way. I'm like 2 good shots away from taking you out. There we go. We did it? Hi, Misery. Hi, Doctor. Oh. Oh, hey, where'd my air tank go? Oh, right, I guess my air tank has to go for this cutscene to play out. Life capture where the tow rope would be. Let me have a drink while I wait for this. Yeah, the plot took it away. Yeah, the inverse of plot armor, plot-induced vulnerability. Another life capsule. Yes, I'm going to use the tow rope. This is a very funny visual. Curly carrying Curly. Hot Curly on Curly action? Oh my. Marge Simpson. A little bit of that too. I just think they're neat. Gee, Tara, how come your mom lets you have 2 curly braces? have an embarrassing confession to make regarding Curly Brace. So once I was trying to think of like, this is better, the game's unmatched brace always bothered me. Yeah, exactly. Now there's now it's properly contained. We don't have any dangling conditionals. Welcome in. Welcome in. Ding ding ding. But I do have a confession to make regarding Curly Brace. Once I was trying to think of, I forget the exact context, but I was trying to think of like examples of like crossover ships between characters that you know, that obviously had no precedent. I would love to get into the actual current that I need to be in here instead of just spinning around while I tell my dumb story. I was trying to come up with like a joke example of like a crossover ship between characters that had no precedent, not president. Because, you know, everyone knows that is the second most indulgent kind of character ship you can do after OC and self-insert X canon shipping is shipping two characters from completely unrelated franchises. And I was just trying to come up with just like a goofy, like totally crack example, and my brain generated the pairing of Curly Brace and Diva from Overwatch. Who are you? And then the moment I thought about that, intending it originally to be a joke example, I was like, oh wait, this kind of rules actually. I think I accidentally generated a good idea. To go back to the labyrinth. No thank you. He's a cat. That, you know, that is self-explanatory, I think, actually. I think that is obvious. Why don't I take a rest? Not moving, still alive. I often recorded what I learned in that notebook. You mean this dusty-ass notebook? Learned how to treat flooded robots. Yes, I do want to drain the water from Curly. That was quick. Woke up and went straight back to sleep. I pray for your victory. Alright, let's blow this joint. Anyway, that's my embarrassing story, which is not embarrassing because it's a not embarrassing because of anything to do with shipping characters from different franchises together, but embarrassing because specifically that it's from fucking Overwatch. I can't help it. I have brain disease that makes me like cute girls. It's called being a genius. Add learning to treat flooded robots to the shuffle. That would be powerful if you could add that to the checks. You've seen my Diva hoodie. The thing about the Diva hoodie is it's kind of tacky, but I do love it. I could not resist the allure of pink gamer hoodie in EB Games. Hello, Ika-chans. Do I get the squid medal from that, or is that also a possibly randomized? Just a life capsule? Cool. You also let me go back to the labyrinth. That's fun. So, I have the ID cards. I can go finish up the egg corridor. Also, after doing all that, I think I can go... Can I go check the Hermit Gunsmith for what would have been the spur check? Oh, you can't think of it without thinking about the legendary Randy Pitchford Battleborn. Yeah. Yes, no, the famous own goal of noted dickhead Randy Pitchford saying, "Oh, surely Battleborn, our game which is vaguely competing with Overwatch for mindshare." It's like, oh, look out everyone, accidentally stumbled across r/Battleborn rule 34. Don't click in there. And then when people did visit it, there was like nothing in there. There were like 2 images. And it's like, dog, this is maybe the most embarrassing own goal ever. Got the controller. Okay, hell yeah, we're in go mode now. The thing about Battleborn is everything I heard about it is that it was like fine. Like it was a multiplayer shooter. It was not really like Overwatch, even though it was kind of being compared to it. But it just was so utterly swagless that it wasn't sustainable as a live service proposition. It could be worse. It could have been Lawbreakers or Agents of Mayhem. Ooh. Sad what happened to Volition, honestly. But yes, for Battleborn's legacy is sadly question mark. Battleborn's legacy is overwhelmingly Randy Pitchford being Randy Pitchford about it. You thought Overwatch came out more recently than 2016? Yeah, I hate to break it to you, kitty. 2016 was 7 years ago. Something Hyperscape. Hyperscape was also another weird one because its lasting legacy is a bunch of randomized Twitch emotes. It utterly failed to have any impact outside of that because it was just a mediocre battle royale in the time when everyone was trying to get in on that. Exco Burr, exactly. You know, timeless. I think the Battleborn thing I think of more than that is the Randy Pitchford tweet where he describes what Battleborn's going to be before it came out. And he's just saying just a bunch of meaningless buzzwords one after the other, like hobby grade, esports ready, esports hobby grade. Like, he's just saying words and none of them mean anything. Oh, I can get the booster check here too now. Not that it matters because I am technically in go mode. Turbocharge, hell yes. Hobby grade, kitty. You know, the term that people are famously applying to video games. Are we talking about your favorite tweet? Yes, I believe so, Leah. Welcome back. No, the quicksand already happened. That is true. We've been talking about a lot of good tweets today. Hobby grade. That's G for golf. I cannot believe how long it took me to remember my phonetic alphabet. I work taking calls. I should remember my goddamn phonetic alphabet. Ruined? No, I need to go to the regular egg corridor. That's a very funny prompt. I understand why it's there. Hello! Thank you so much. Welcome in, Rachel, Retro, and friends. I hope you're all well this time zone. I'm Terathiel. I am a Game Boy Catgirl Queen, and And I'm playing the Cave Story randomizer for the first time. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Liz. Welcome in, Green Herring. Welcome in, Rachel. Welcome in, Arnold Rimmer. It's been a very long time since you've played Cave Story. I have played Cave Story a lot of times. I have a lot of fun. Good grief. Thank you for the 5 gift subs, Leah. You are so generous. I hope you're well, Rachel and Liz and friends. I understand you are playing some Sega Saturn video gaming on the... Thank you very much for the bits. Good grief. Time zone. Not time zone. Hype train. Sorry, I'm a little flustered, as you might guess.
Thank you.
A lot going on all at once. How are you not doing this? I feel like a lot of people say that to me. They're like, I didn't know you streamed. And it's like, well, for a while I wasn't doing it very regularly. So I understand if you maybe didn't notice. I've been trying to get in the... Wait. I didn't even remember there was a heart in here. So I feel like a lot of people kind of didn't know that this was a thing I did, but I'm trying to do it more regularly. Your brain is like spaghetti right now, or we're partners in that then. But welcome in, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'm playing the Cave Story randomizer for my first time. I am having a lot of fun with it. I am in what I believe to be go mode now. I just need to go and do the eagle fight here at the end of the cave corridor. And then I need to go hand in the items to have the rocket made in the plantation. And then we can carry on. The divorced tag scares you. It's for fun, Liz. Not to break kayfabe. I am not divorced. I like that that's the one that scares you also, and not the 2 separate MILF tags. Which I have to have. Yeah, single again, back fresh on the market. I do also have a dedicated partner, but don't let that stuff y'all. Yeah, what? No, that's positive. Who's afraid of MILFs, though? You know what? You'll make compelling points. You'll understand. The MILF tags only add power, exactly. God, I had a very funny raid once. Where I, Igor, you're not... You weren't ready for the level 3 spur shot. You mod someone who we spent 2 years trying to get to remove the tag Uhu Mommy from our profile. Again, why would you? Only required boss, I'm told. Oh wait, I still can't open that until I go in here first. Okay, so get your ass up. We need to go save this dog on Earth. Got a lot of unwanted thirsters. I suspect that the tag Uwu Mummy may not have necessarily been the contributing factor there, but... hard to say. Well, crud. Alright, bye Sue. We'll see you again. Maybe someday I'll find the legendary 3rd MILF tag. I don't know if that's possible, unless there's like some obscure Unicode character I can try using. Actually did get someone click through from that. Impressive. I'm actually surprised at the click-through engagement rates on Divorced. 2 people have apparently... 2 people have both A, been searching the Divorced tag, and B, clicked on my stream from it. Which amuses me greatly. Molf, that's a good one. I like Molf. Now with Vitamin R. Have I tried Mommy? Not in my tags. Molf, Milf. I like the way you're thinking as well, Elfie. I do like the way you're thinking. The MILF Force of Wisdom. I mean, that's just the, that's just Nehru. That's canon. I'm glad that this is immediately what we've started discussing after being raided. But thank you again for the raid, Rachel. I hope you're having a lovely time zone, even if your brain is a little bit spaghetti now. I hope you have played some good fun. Any notable Saturn games that you and Liz checked out? I know she is a certified Sega Saturn expert. Gotta build that for your next Commander game. MTG Milfstone. Ah, my deck's been milfed out. Self-milfed. How many more MTG jokes can I think of? Hype train successful, I guess. Thank you very much for the subs and bits. Thank you, everyone. Weird Parappa clone, Young Rhythm. That's a fascinating name for a video game. Never forget there's a Cave Story Genesis port. Yeah, my friend was telling me about that the other day, that she loaded that up on presumably on her EverDrive to check out. I mean, I guess there's no reason you couldn't. It's a good port. Yeah, I heard that it's like surprisingly solid. Anyway, now that I am in go mode, I just need to head to the plantation and go speak to Mrs. Sakamoto. Hang on, I missed an important discussion here. Did you know that for any fantasy novel you can replace elf with MILF and improve the experience of reading it? That's true. But would the plural be MILF or MILVs? So in that specific case, the plural would be MILVs. I mean, I like to joke that the plural is MILVs all the time. You advocate for MILVs? Thank you for speaking out on behalf of MILVs, Kitty. Dark MILVs, that's also a stream tag that I should have. That was one of the characters one of the Twitch tags I always used to get a laugh out of back before there were write-ins, and they all had to be pre-existing cat tags that Twitch had approved for your stream. And one of the categories was evil characters. Which, like, I guess the idea was that in theory you would use that for, like, if you were, if you were playing like a role-playing heavy video game and that was part of your stream gimmick. Why don't I rest over on that bed? I will, thank you. Anything for a MILF. Yeah, most games with antagonists technically have evil characters. Yeah, like a Dark Urge run in the, to pick a modern touchstone. Which, like, is definitely a thing. There are definitely people who specify that kind of thing. You guess Memora is available since Shimori Sakamoto is fucking dead. Look, yeah. Am I ready to head to the throne room? Looks like you've already saved my daughter, and that's all. That's the only check I need. To a MILF Urge playthrough of BG3. I think a lot of people are doing that. I think many people play the video game that way. Was neutral characters part of that original set, or did they coin it? Shit. I've died. A lot of people have good taste, yeah. I don't know if neutral characters was in that set. I think it was just like evil characters and good characters, but like evil characters was always the one that stood out to me. I want to talk to the dog. I already have a life pot. I don't know what I'll get from his check. Is that a cube emote? Yes. Cube, she's dead. I love that one. Okay, let me save. And then carefully... Wait, shoot. I wonked around. Gender neutral term, PILF. I understand. I feel like that's a little too Pilk adjacent. Long time no off. Got the machine gun. Alright, why not? You finally Googled that. I'll be honest, I'm not familiar with the meme, but I am laughing every time regardless. Let me save here just in case I accidentally get bonked going back up. Pilker, like to kill, that's rough. Moron on plantation in the hideout. Yeah, it says chivalry is dead, let me tell you. Suggestion that chivalry is Stu's father. Yeah, great. See, I had intuited that that was exactly what the joke was, so I'm glad that there is nothing more to it that I was missing. We all respect the memory of chivalry, Sakamoto. Oh, black wind blows through me. True last cave because I have saved... Wait, I haven't saved Curly. Do I have to go back and actually save Curly? Do I have to go back and get the, I'd have to do checks to get, like, Marpignon and stuff. Maybe another day. Maybe another day. For now, I think I've only got about 40 minutes left to stream. So I should probably not spend too much time running around doing frivolous type checks. By the way, while I'm thinking about it and while I have a lot of people around, hello again, welcome in. Feel free to hit that follow button if you are enjoying what you see. I like to play a variety of things, honestly. I know that variety streamer is kind of a very broad term that's just like, are there any streamers who aren't variety streamers these days? Wow, where else can I get stream alerts? Exactly. Oops, I died. I've completely lost my train of thought. You're prompting me to promote the Discord? You know you can do that yourself, actually. You can hit the Discord button and the Catgirl button. Well, not the button. There are many places on the internet you can find me. If you want to be guaranteed that you know when I'm streaming, you can join the Discord and join a role on there. I understand if you've got a lot of other Discords going on, if you've somehow hit the 200 server limit or whatever it is. He didn't tell you if you could. I forgot to tell you. You asked and I checked and then I forgot to relay the information. Matches the Catgirl button. Look, careful on the merchandise. Easy on the merchandise. But also I understand. I understand this. But yeah, I stream a variety of things, mostly indie and retro stuff, which again, who on Twitch doesn't? I shouldn't sell myself short. I shouldn't be dismissive like that. Ring the bell on her collar. Hey, look. Again, easy on the merchandise. I am taking all sorts of silly hits. I'm not used to doing the last cave while I'm trying to entertain an audience, to be quite— Ah! You can also hit that button if you want. Yeah, I play stuff like this. I've been doing Link to the Past randos weekly to get better at them. I've only done a couple at this point, but I like to think I'm getting better. But I can handle criticism and other lyrics from the They Might Be Giant song Dr. Worm. Outside that, I've been playing, last few streams, I've been playing Transaruby, which is also an adventure platformer, or Metroidvania, that has a very cute style. Yeah, a variety of things. Mostly in the vein of more retro or indie stuff, but by no means exclusively. Should do another Link to the Past rando. It's been years. Yeah, I'm sure it's like riding a bicycle. Ah! This boss fight is not actually difficult, but I'm going to let myself get bonked if I'm not careful. Okay, anything fun in the Ogre Metal check? Life capture. Grand Ruby also has the earpiece thing as shorthand for androids. I was saying, I feel like that's also true in that video game. It's just good visual theming. Red creatures in here are very Downwell to you. Yeah, I think there's definitely some inspiration there from this game in Downwell. Anyway, now to not... there have been numerous occasions where I've died very embarrassingly from these thwomps. Sorry, from these presses. Yeah, Transaruby is a fabulous, very comfy, very light adventure platformer game if you like Metroidvanias, I guess. Ugh. Legally distinct thwomps. Look, we understand that they're thwomps. It is known. Hey guys. So yeah, from here it's just the boss rush, really. Whomps. I love atop the wall. It's a good one. Should I even bother going to find a note written by Booster? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know. I understand. Whams, exactly. But yeah, I feel like I got distracted while I was doing my self-plugs there, but if you like what you see, feel free to follow me in many and varied ways. I appreciate it. I like having folks to hang around. I like having additional loyal subjects. What was that?
Okay.
I mean, I know what that was, but what was the flash? An explosion? That's not normal. That's not in the normal game, right? Can't have a throne without peasants? Exactly. It would simply be a waste. Can't have a good throne go to waste. But for real, I'm not sure what just triggered because that's not vanilla. Well. Surely no big deal. Yeah, no fun to stream to nobody? Yeah, which thankfully not an issue as much these days. I really appreciate y'all coming around and being regulars. Misery, that is not the part of the throne that you conventionally sit on. I've never really paid attention to that fact, to the fact that she is perched on the back of the throne here in this scene. Don't you look peculiar? I get to have the Mimiga Mask dialogue here. Bisexual throne sitting, exactly. This is how gay people sit. Exactly. Anyway. Let's just dump a bunch of damage into you. My throne is more than tall enough to do the same. If I were so chose, I could certainly arrange it so that I sat on the, so that I perched myself atop it. She does, in fact, have both blue hair and pronouns. This is also correct. Of course she would. Can I snipe you from there? Almost. Come on, let me... Oof. Yeah! Misery is goth GF goals, exactly. Also true. Misery is an inspiration to us all. Now, Misery X Curly Brace. That's something that's less embarrassing to think about than Curly Brace X Diva. Hey, how's Cave Story Rando going? It's been going great. I'm actually just about to wrap up. As you can see, I'm in the final boss here. So I feel like I've made pretty good time on it. I've learned a lot about the various ways that this can play out. And I feel like I got pretty good check coverage. I think I can check on my map system, yeah, tells me how many checks I got. 55 of 66. So I've had a pretty good check over everything. What is this? Beast Fang. What is this item? When did I get this? Time to run hell. I am not actually sure if I have that available to me, if I need to have done the full curly save. Oh, the unused item, you can nerd about this? Please, feel free to. But welcome in, Digimint. I hope your time zone is going well. It's an unused item in the original. I was going to say, I feel like I never saw it in vanilla. Yeah, I've seen the red crystal. I know about red crystal. Wow. Rando repurpose it for a couple places. Yeah, cool. Ugh. Come on. Stop teleporting from complete opposite sides of the room to each other. There we go. Thank you for standing where I can bop you. So, for what purposes does Rando repurpose it? Fully coated and has no use and buried underground in the farm. I guess that lines up with the text. Bats. Sorry, I'm just focusing on the boss fight here for a sec. In all bosses' seeds, Beast Fang is in your default inventory and lists which bosses you have defeated. That's fun. All bosses could be an interesting, I guess you would have to do a pretty complete run to do that. I should refill a few hearts off Jacko. Otherwise, the item's only obtainable in 3D with glitches. Oh, I got all the hearts. Hell yeah. Value. Alright. That's far enough. Hey again, Sue. Chuckle. Ho ho ho. Gua, indeed. Oh no, they're being transformed into monstrous creatures. How unfortunate for them. I mean, I guess it probably does suck to have that happen to you without, you know. The circumstances are unfortunate. You gonna open up your eye again, Mr. Core? Or does it not do that until it's all the way over here? Last battle, Catjam, yeah. It's good tunes. Okay, there you are. I feel like I bring up this fight every time I'm playing Zero Ranger and I get to the boss fight in Zero Ranger. That's just a big. It's got big skull with eyeball mouth energy. Or eyeball with skull mouth, I guess this really is. This is kind of the other way around now that I think about it. I'm playing a little sloppy, but that's okay. I got this. Hell yeah. This final boss trilogy is... The spur is very, very strong, is the thing. Okay, defeated the undead core. Oh no. We gotta get out of here. And I got most of my health upgrades, actually, now looking at it. Like, I think 45 is pretty close to, big round things with eyes that are mouths are Kirby bosses. Yeah, that's definitely Kirby energy as well. Absolutely. Whoop. It won't open? Damn, right. Yeah, okay. I would have to have done the whole curly rescue sequence, I guess, to run hell. That's okay. Maybe next time I'll try a different flag set on the rando, perhaps, or I'll investigate. I might do this again sometime. What step didn't I do? I forgot to, well, I didn't forget, but I didn't get around to, curing Curly's amnesia. Which to do, I would have had to locate whatever check has, Ma Mignon on her. On them. I just need the iron bond? Okay, right. So you just need the end product of that sequence. But in vanilla, that's the step that I would have missed. Is saving Curly to get the iron bond. Saving Curly makes her show up in Sacred Grounds, so it's possible to unlock the Sacred Grounds with the iron bond and not have Curly in there. That's terrifying. Yeah, generally good idea since solo Sacred Grounds is hell. Anyway, looks like we're gonna have to jump. The island's falling. GG, thank you. That's, what, about 3 hours of actual game time? Maybe just a smidge under? I don't think that's too bad for my first ever run. Solo Sacred Ground sounds fun? Yeah, fun. Sorry, everyone on the island. Sorry to all these folks. You're gonna fall. I didn't really give myself enough runway for how long this animation takes. That's a better noise than I could have made, let's be honest. And hey, he hatched the Sky Dragon, even though we didn't actually do that. But yeah, rando fun. Yeah, I had a really good time. I appreciate the help. Never thought I'd actually pull it off. Wow, thanks for nothing, Kazuma. No belief. Also, I'm quote now, look, it happens. At least I still have the Omega mask on, I'm pretty sure. Peace has been preserved. Let's go home. Finally, a satisfying conclusion to Cave Story. Yeah, no, that was really fun. I should look into other flag sets and possibilities and try them out. A bad ending for if Kazuma's still locked up and you do the normal ending? I wonder. Man, I love these end credits illustrations. They're so good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I might try more of these out. I don't know if I'll do more on stream. I guess I'll see how I feel about it. Credits are extended to add the rando people. That is cute. Maybe I'll just pivot to becoming a full-time rando streamer and just stream a different rando every it's different rando every night. That'd be some real sicko content. I am a nurse. Randos are good. I should randomize what I randomize. That would be the next level, wouldn't it? And then randomize the flag sets. Yeah. And what emote is that? Yeah, that's a good one. I love that one. Randomizer. Yeah, look, that That would get dangerous. I mean, like I said, there's definitely other randomizers out there that I'd like to try out. Link's Awakening I would love to give a go, though again, I'm not super confident in my memory of where all the checks are, so I might need to block out a reasonably long amount of time for that one. Worth eating. I love all these little blurbs. Every cave needs a bat. That's Pokemon level design right there. Sudden Chomper. I love Sudden Chomper. Big Croaker is also really good. Roach Clip Gouty. I see. Labyrinth Baby, exactly. Mother Bat Orange Bell. I'd love to try the Link's Awakening one. Once I tried the Minish Cap randomizer, and I was like, oh god, I have no idea where the checks would be in this game if you start including like kinstones and stuff. That sounds like it could get really fucked up. Yeah, Balfrog, Rachel. I always loved that specifically Balfrog is Balfrog. You can clip between tiles in Cave Story, and Gouty's really good at it, so presumably Roach Clip is named as such. That's pretty funny. Also, kind of a joke, kind of a pun. Monster X, classic character design. What if you put a cat inside a big rolly mech? Suanito. At you. I like the Chacos hanging out with them. God. I know these are like unused or just for funsy sprites, but the chest with arms is so funny. It'd be so funny if there was a mimic like that in there. Hey Derpy. I know that pony. Thank you very much. 55 of 66, 10 deaths. And I feel like 8 of those deaths were within the first 20 minutes. Cool, let me hit print screen for posterity. And have a real quick stretch. And then I suppose we should roll over into this screen. I never found Curly's panties, Curly's question mark. Look, they don't mince words in this game. They're not beating around the bush like Super Mario RPG. Why are they in the wall? Who can say? But yeah, that was a lot of fun. Storage, exactly. I know, look, I live by myself in an apartment. I'm not unfamiliar with having bespoke, idiosyncratic places to store my personals. But I feel like inside the wall is a new one to me. Hide them in the walls. Exactly. Maybe it's best that they specify. Who knows what Peaches was. Look, some things are better left unsaid. A lady never tells. I did like a friend of the stream, Emily, joked once that I had remarked in another Cave Story playthrough how odd it was that I should put some music on in the background. And hear this. Remarked how odd it was that the panties are secreted away in the walls. And they said, clearly she knew what she was doing. You don't hide your panties in the walls unless you're expecting someone with a magic map to come along. Hey, I can't believe you would all do this to me. Probably just a backup hero. That's a fascinating euphemism. giving me friends to sit with. I appreciate the consideration, I think, but they're all rolling away, so... I don't know. I never got the bubbler. Interesting. What else did I not get? I didn't get the gum key or the gum base. That's fine. That's why you keep doing it. I guess they'll work eventually, huh? Fixed it. Thank you. I appreciate the substitute dolls and the apples and... Hey! Come on now. Come on now. I think... oh no, that's on my... Is that on my chatting card or on my end card, my schedule? It is on my chatting card. If y'all are interested, you can have a look here at my upcoming schedule for the week. Which part of which is obviously over here. Tomorrow I will be doing my weekly Link to the Past randomizer. I think I'll be doing the, so friend of the stream, hang on, I'm going to plug Randovania while Ikuyo's mentioning it. Gonna call it a night. Thanks for dropping by, Alfie. Hope you're feeling better in the morning. Randovania is the provider of the Cave Story Rando there. Which also supports Multi-World and a variety of other Metroids, including Dread and another Metroid 2 remake and the Prime games. You can multi-world between those games, which sounds truly buck-wild to me. Does the stream have any enemies? Only those who oppose MILFs. I cannot stand with them. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be doing a Link to the Past rando seed. Friend of the stream _level is going to be putting on a VTuber Link to the Past randomizer tournament come January or so. And in the lead up to that, she is giving out daily seeds for the purpose of practice. And I will be doing presumably tomorrow's daily seed, since that'll be there to do. It'll only be my third full seed I've completed, so I will probably not be competitive with the times of others, but doing the daily means I get to check it out. Dot's thing is cool, makes you wish you were a VTuber. All VTubers should go be cool with Dot. Yeah, she's cool. I think also friend of the stream Hazel Banui did put out a standing offer to those known to her to put together a quick like 2-frame PNG tuber if you really want to compete. You can be an inherent enemy if you want to be jingoistic enough about sports. I also do not care enough about sports to have any sort of New Zealand antipodean rivalry there. Your sports team is geographically close to mine. Grrr. Thanks for stream sharing the wonders. Yeah, I'm glad I could show it off. It seems really, really cool, and it is, of course, free, easy to check out. It doesn't take very much setup or anything. Alright, English rivalry over cricket. Also don't have enough care about that. You can keep your ashes. But yes, so tomorrow, Link to the Past rando. On Saturday night Eastern, I am unsure what I'll be doing yet, but I've got free time. I plan to do a stream. I am currently thinking I might check in on Faerun, the Faerun games, which are by the developer of Transaruby, which I wrapped up earlier in the week. Lovely, chill times, very cute, very fun, great to hang out. That's subject to change, as I said. The future is unwritten. That is a wild card. But that's my current, what I have in mind there. I suppose it's probably about time I mosey to the ending card, even having said all that. Thank you very much to everyone for coming out. I need to set up another camera preset so that I can default into here. As Leah is helpfully providing commands for, if you really want to be notified every single time I am doing a stream, which I am flattered by, you can join my Discord, There is a viewer role you can hit. My OBS setup will ding you every single time I hit that go live button. I understand if that's not something you want, but if you do, that's an option for you. And at catgirl.cam you can find my business card homepage style website, which mostly just points you to other places you can find me on the internet and follow me and see me post mostly about the times I'm going live and also occasionally about other fun stuff. Let me have a look at who is around to raid on into. I feel like there are a few folks got things going on tonight. It is a busy night out there in twitch.television land. What do we got? Looks like Fangu is celebrating her birthday. Wow. Dot Level, aforementioned, is playing Legend of the Mystical Ninja, Goemon. Blind, so first time there. That's cool. The Last Seahorse is doing some ongoing charity to raise for Trans Lifeline at the moment. They are playing what appears to be Castlevania 1 or 3. No, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, with a Guitar Hero controller, which is very impressive. I do not know that I have the mental fortitude to rewire my brain to play Guitar Hero controller video games that are not Guitar Hero. And also friend of the stream, Redrill, is playing some more Alan Wake 2. Recently Live 2D debuted Red Panda Gamma Chris is playing some Final Fantasy VI, so it was a lot of possibilities. It's a real toss-up as to where I should toss you all. Let me see. Gosh, always one of the harder parts of stream, honestly, is it's figuring out where y'all gotta go. Let's roll y'all towards Dot. As I said, I shouted her out already, but hey, it's always a fun time with Ms. Dot Level, who I'm not sure if this is as part of a platform. No, it can't be for platform again. Anyway, let's go hang out with Dot. Say hi to Dot for me. She's cute. Go mini her if that's not on a cooldown at the moment. Raid the person on the top of my file list and then start stream again and raid the next one down. Yeah, I'm sure it'll work out well if I do that one. Yeah, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I am going to hit the stop streaming button. It will not be very enlightening in here. But thank you again all so much for coming around. I hope you have a lovely rest of whatever time zone it is for you all. And I hope you'll come around to have your presence graced by me again before too long. See y'all. Have a good one.